Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and having a great day. First up, the market is down and I'm not exactly sure why that is. I checked around for a bit and couldn't really find any actual news as to why the market is going down. It could simply be because of weekend laziness. The market tends to go down every single weekend because there's just not a lot of activity going on. Or it could be because of two things. I think Bitcoin was very close to hitting $12,000 again, which caused a bit of a pullback because, when the price goes up too quickly, people kind of get scared. And also because we were very close to Bitcoin hitting $6,000 just a few weeks ago. So any type of rapid rise will cause the market to have jitters, if you will. There are a couple of coins that are up a lot and there's no news about them. I haven't seen much about uCash or Ravain. Neither have I seen anything about this. I assume it's things going on forums and people are talking internally about things that could possibly happen, or maybe something else was released. But looking around, there was nothing about these. But it's good to see some things are in the green. So first up, Atari has announced that they are planning to make their own cryptocurrency. The company behind iconic video games such as Pac-Man and Pong is planning to launch its own cryptocurrency dubbed Atari Coin. According to an announcement last week, I believe they acquired a 15% stake in a Gibraltar-based company, Infinity Networks, and they're working on now creating this cryptocurrency. What's weird here is that I think what is it called? Atari token was something that was used to I think you were able to pay for games on their system before, and now it seems that they're making it into a cryptocurrency. No real news as to exactly what it will be used for, but I assume you will be able to buy games and stuff like that with it. For this is kind of a 50-50 for me. I've said this before, I don't like that we have so many coins in the market. I think 99% of them are completely useless. But when you have a kind of a well-known company in the same exact thing with Kodak, who I think completely dropped their entire thing for cryptocurrency, when you have these big name companies kind of releasing their own coins or tokens, it's a 50-50 situation if people will jump on them or if people will kind of ignore them. But if they have enough hype and enough like good games and stuff like that coming out with them, this could cause people to kind of jump onto it. The same with I think it's Kick or Telegram, or Kick and Telegram, who are releasing their own tokens. And there's a lot of hype and a lot of speculation behind this, so prices could go up in the long term as well. So it's kind of one of those things, like, do you want to kind of get behind a company who hasn't really been that dominant the last couple of decades? Or do you kind of want to, I mean, it kind of is what it is. Let's see exactly if they end up planning on doing, because other companies have come forward saying that they planned on creating their own cryptocurrency and then just didn't do it. But it would be interesting to see if they go along with it. Next up, Tim Draper, who is a venture capitalist who is very famous for having purchased Bitcoin a couple of years ago when there was, I think, a government auction or something like that. And he made quite a bit of money. I think, yeah, he paid $18 million for the coins and they are now worth $310 million. So he has obviously a lot to gain from all of this, meaning if Bitcoin hits $33,000 a coin, he will have made $1 billion from his early investment. He was on TV recently talking about, people were asking him, what do they think about cryptocurrencies? What do they think about Bitcoin? Do you think it could soon trade below $1,000? Because this is some type of obsession with people on TV. They are no longer obsessed with Bitcoin going higher. They only want to talk about, how low can it go? And he pretty much said, why in the world would I want to sell my Bitcoin for fiat when this is going to literally be the future of money? He says that he believes that a large portion, I think 70 something trillion dollars that are floating around the entire world, he thinks a large portion of it will soon be in cryptocurrencies. I'm reading stuff over here while I'm trying to talk to you guys and my brain jumbled everything up. Yeah, so this is, I said this before and I'll say it again. I think these things are kind of not even like hints to other rich people, but you have to understand that when rich people are saying things like this, it's because not that they know something that we don't know. There isn't some huge conspiracy, maybe there is, but I think this is kind of these people know other people who make the regulations and stuff like that. So they kind of, if they're smiling on TV, they, like this, they usually know what's going to go on. And we got news yesterday. The US has said that they have no future plans for regulations on cryptocurrencies, as other countries have said this as well. So I think the future is going to continue to be very bright for cryptocurrencies as we go along. Last up, this is about adoption. The number of cryptocurrency hedge funds is now 226 in the world globally. I think it was around 30 something at the beginning of 2017. Yeah, 37 started 2017. This for me is obviously good and bad. I know a lot of people don't care for the mainstream adoption type thing, but this is how you get other people into the game. This is how you kind of spread awareness, because now, especially with Bitcoin, that there are mutual funds, hedge funds, any other type of things, ETFs, futures linked to it. This kind of validates cryptocurrencies in a way that it's not just for kids anymore, that it's now for, the professional investors. So this is how you kind of get everyone else into it. I think I'm interested to see what the end of this year will definitely be like, because like I said, we have received like light regulation around the world. And I think we're going to see a huge snowball effect of more things slowly coming into cryptocurrencies and companies announcing that they have bought cryptocurrencies, like we had news about the other companies in the UK, and especially with banks. And I think this is what will kind of cause prices to eventually stabilize within the markets, because I think we're in for a very big shortage. There was something that some rich person was on TV, and they were saying, what happens when people realize that there are only 21 million Bitcoin, 4 million have been lost, which means there's around 17 left. And we know that there are tons of rich people around the world who are holding about 15 or so million of them. So when other rich people decide to finally get into this and they have billions and billions, what happens when there isn't a whole Bitcoin for each person, or a whole of a Litecoin, whatever, what have you? It's going to get very interesting, and I think we're going to see a shortage by the next couple of years where there will literally only be fragments of coins left floating around on exchanges, and people will go nuts just to have these tiny fractions of coins. Not to drag on, but you guys understand what I'm saying. I think we're headed towards something very, very great, and it's kind of cool that we get to be around while all of this is happening, because one day we'll tell our kids, yeah, I was able to buy a whole Bitcoin for, X, Y, and Z price, and, it's definitely not worth that little anymore. But yeah. Alrighty, guys, that is the news for today. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are having a great day. And yeah, I will talk to you all soon. See you.